start and stop after this game. Welcome to PSJA North, as this game 1 of 3 of a best-of-3 series between the Lady Raiders and the Lady Hawks of Harlingen South. Both teams out taking warm-ups. They did a terrific job of getting this field ready for play after the rains this morning, and we are set to go. There's a window of opportunity to get this game played, and so we're going to try to get game 1 underway. I will give you a fair warning if it starts to rain any at all of any degree. We're out here in the elements, and so we'll shut down this broadcast to protect the equipment, and we'll see you for games 2 and 3 if necessary. But tonight, game 1, we'll get the start of it. Let's take a look at the lineup first for Harlingen South. Natasha Canales will lead it off, playing in left field, followed by Kayla Rogers. She's in right field, hitting second. Crystal Gonzalez, the shortstop, hits in the 3 spot. Katana Muniz, the center fielder, hits cleanup. Ileana Saucedo will be the DP, hitting 5th. Alexis Saucedo, the third baseman, hits 6th. Christina Ariano, the catcher, hits in the 7th spot. Alyssa Ledesma hits 8. She's playing in first base. Kelsey Rivera, the second baseman, hits in the 9th spot. Kylie Ruiz is on the pitcher's circle for the Lady Hawks. We'll take a quick break in the first pitch right after this.
Let's see that again. To learn more about the HCISD elementary experience, visit hcisd.org.
Back here, and we are set to go as the first hitter steps in. Natasha Canala. Pitching today is Heaven Lozano, and there's a strike call, and away we go. Action underway here from PSJA North on a Friday night. Lady Raiders, the home team for this ball game, and everything switches to Harlingen South as another strike pops in there. And a quick 0-2 count on Natasha Canales leading it off. Wind is blowing. It's blowing more out to right field than anywhere, but it means it's coming right from behind us. More in now as I'm looking, coming in from the left field, blowing across the field. Another pitch just outside. It's your leadoff hitter here in the first inning, as Natasha Canales will be followed by Kayla Rogers. Crystal Gonzalez, anybody gets on, Katana Muniz will hit for the Lady Hawks of Harlingen South. Got one out. There's nobody out here in the first. Canales waits. Next pitch coming. Swinging a foul ball on the third base side. That's out of play. Lozano is pitching today. G. Mendoza behind the plate for the Lady Raiders. Defensively down at first base, Jenna Fabila will be playing at first. Down at second base is Caitlin Luetta. Third baseman Andrea Salazar, and shortstop Angel Lozano. The outfield, Kendra Garza in left. Alexis Salinas in center field. Right fielder Giselle Gutierrez. 1-2 the count. The next pitch coming. And that's strike 3 called. See you later. Caught looking is Canales. And Lozano rings up a strikeout to the first hitter of this ball game. One down. Both teams are out here taking warm-ups. It's humid. You can tell there is moisture right in the vicinity. We had a few sprinkles hit the table. Right now at the start of this game, nothing coming down out of the skies, and that's the way we want to keep this throughout this night. Kayla Rogers steps in. First pitch to her is up high for a ball. Raider cheering section is to my left-hand side. They tried to get the sponsor to come on an interview. She said, no way, no how. Swing and a miss. Evens the count. Strike called there. Now it's a 1-2 count on Rogers with one out here in the Harlingen South first inning. That's low. Evens the count at 2-2. Harlingen South had to come from behind to get a victory in their last game. A one game decides it all against Eagle Pass. They trailed 4-0 after a half an inning in that game. Came back with some late inning magic. 2-2 pitch. Swinging a ground ball to short in the hole. That's a diving play, but an infield single by Kayla Rogers, first base runner of the ball game. Shortstop Angel Lozano did a nice job of getting to that ball, but a base runner nonetheless. And we've got the wheels spinning now for Harlingen South as Crystal Gonzalez, the number 3 hitter, will step to the plate. Gonzalez today playing shortstop, her familiar position for this Lady Hawk team. Appreciate all the fans tuning into this broadcast. Again, I want to reemphasize, if the rain takes over, we'll be checking out of this. Showing a bunt, but pulling it back and taking a ball is Gonzalez. With the runner at first. Outfield playing deep in center field. Left fielder out straight away, and in right field they're playing deep for Gonzalez at the plate. Next pitch coming, swinging a ground ball to short, over to second and wide, and the runner's going to get all the way to third base, and she may score. They're bringing her home, and it's a 1-0 game, down to third base. No play there, 1-0 Harlingen South. From what was a near double play opportunity, a wide throw allows a run to score for the Lady Hawks of Harlingen South. Gonzalez ends up at third. Brings in Caetana Muniz. And a 1-0 lead for the Lady Hawks. Muniz, center fielder, hits from the left-hand side against the right-handed pitcher, Heaven Lozano. First pitch coming. Outside for ball 1. 1-0 to Muniz. Canales started out with a strikeout. Rogers got on with an infield single. Gonzalez reached on an error, and on that throwing error, a run came home to score. 1-0 the count and the pitch coming. Strike called. 1-1 the count as Lozano trying to work around the air. This is one of 3 games we're bringing you tonight. Next pitch coming. Up high for a ball. Counted 4 games as Freddie Heredia has already got 1 in the books, and he's broadcasting another one out in Rio Sports Live Southwest a little bit later on as he's traveled to Freer. Muniz at the plate. 2-1 pitch, swinging a ground ball to short. Look the runner back, throw to third, that's wide. And Gonzalez will score down to second base, Muniz. 2-0 Harlingen South. There was a play over there at third base on Gonzalez. And now a conference on the pitcher's circle for the PSJA North Lady Raiders. A little something going here to start this ball game by the Lady Hawks of Harlingen South. Up 2-0 and counting with a runner at second base and 1 out in the inning. We're also bringing you softball action tonight from Ed-Cal Chelsea. That's Lyford taking on Santa Gertrudis. Game 1 of that best-of-3 series. Meanwhile, game 1 of a best-of-3 series in the baseball side of things. We're trying to get that Mac High and Edinburgh Vela game. We'll be broadcasting you that one from UTRGV if Nathaniel and Mario Reina can pull that one off and getting set up in time to broadcast the game. Pitch coming here. Ball 1 is high. Eliana Saucedo at the plate. 2-0 Lady Hawks with a runner at second base and 1 out in this top of the first inning. Saucedo, number 5 hitter in the lineup for Harlingen South here this evening. Waits, and the next pitch coming. Up high, ball 2. Our thanks to the Harlingen School District for assisting us in the broadcast, and for PSJA North also assisting us on this by providing us a spot to broadcast the game and giving us the approvals to cover this playoff action. 1-2 the count to Saucedo. Fouls the next one off, takes it to a 2-1 count. 2 balls and a strike, 1 down, 1 on at second base. Crowd still filing in here, and I see several that have umbrellas with them. We weren't savvy enough to bring a umbrella with us. We were trying to get the other crews set up for this broadcast. Next pitch coming. A little bit low, ball 3. Now to Saucedo. Harlingen South here in this first inning. Already with 2 across. See if Saucedo gets a green light. Here it is, 3-1. Swinging a high foul ball. Look out over here. That's out of play and over our head. Cheerleaders went scrambling. We went ducking. And that ball was 50 feet over our head. Wait till one lines across here. Then we'll see what happens. Takes the count full at 3-2 to Saucedo. New softball out in the circle, and here comes the pitch headed home. Swinging a fly ball foul right field side. That's out of play. Giving chase over there, Giselle Gutierrez for the Lady Raiders. 2-0 game here in the first. Fans watching on our social media, give us a shout out where you may be watching the game from. I'll try to check on that here in a little bit. But also, subscribe to our YouTube channel if you're not watching there. Here's a high fly ball into short left field on the foul territory. The catch is made. Eunice has to stay at second base as the out is retired. Saucedo got under that. 2 down, brings in Alexis Saucedo. Saucedo, the third baseman today, stands in for the Lady Hawks of Harlingen South. Lozano has allowed 1 hit and then a couple of errors that open the gates to the runs that have scored thus far in the first inning. First pitch, showed a bunt, pulled it back, took a strike. 0-1 on Saucedo. Starting pitcher tonight for Harlingen South is Kylie Ruiz. Had some fans interested in who may be pitching in this game. So it's Ruiz squaring off against Evan Lozano. Next pitch, ground ball to second. Over to first, inning over. For the Lady Hawks of Harlingen South, they'll score 2 times. They'll do so on just 1 hit. A couple of errors in the inning. And 1 stranded after a half. We head to the bottom of the second inning in this regional quarterfinal game. Harlingen South leads this one 2-1. This is RioSportsLive.com.
Men, start the new year off right. Alpha Men's Primary Care wants to remind all men it's time for your annual physical. Call to schedule an appointment. It's about the body, mind, and emotion. Stop feeling sluggish, having no energy, or being stressed. Alpha Men's Healthcare believes in a holistic approach to your overall health. Even if you have low testosterone, diabetes, high blood pressure, or gained weight, let Alpha Men's Primary Care help you increase your energy, stamina, endurance, and quality of life. Start feeling young again. Alpha Men's Primary Care is changing the way men's healthcare is done.
Fans, if you want to look your best at the next game, then let Chewy's Custom Sports go to work for you. From custom designs and graphics to mass production in-house. If it's hats, shirts, buttons, mugs, cups, banners, and more, then Chewy's is there for every. A veteran-owned company in touch with the community. It's Chewy's Custom Sports in San Benito.
PSJA North cheering section right here to our left-hand side as they're making some noise here and put them on worldwide right now here on our broadcast. You'll hear their cheers as we're going throughout this broadcast. 1-0 ball game as we head into the bottom of the first inning for the Harlingen South Lady Hawks. They'll send Kylie Ruiz out to pitch. She'll face a lineup that looks like this. Caitlin Luetta will lead it off, hitting and playing second base. Alexis Salinas, the center fielder, hits second. Jenna Fabula will hit third, playing first base. Heaven Lozano, the pitcher, hits in the cleanup spot. Andrea Salazar third base, hits in the 5 spot, followed by G. Mendoza, catching, hitting 6th. Number 7 hitter, Kendra Garcia, will hit, followed by Angel Lozano, the shortstop, and then Mary Casillas, the DP, will round it out. Loera steps in. Ruiz is ready. And the bottom of the first is underway with this one. Loera showed a bunt, pulled it back, and took a strike. Both coaches full aware that the weather is moving in for tonight. Games 2 and 3 scheduled in Harlingen, but if too much rain comes into the area, let's just say it now, everyone gather at Ed Couch Elsa. They were scheduling games throughout the day for tomorrow. Ground ball to third, throw across on the money. Loera retired for the first out of the inning. Alexis Saucedo gobbled that one up, gunned it across. And it brings in Alexis Salinas to the plate for the Lady Raiders. Lady Raiders in district play went 13-1 this season. A couple of district champions sitting here, playing in this third round of the playoffs. So Salinas steps in, right-handed hitter, playing center field today for Lady Raiders. First pitch coming. Strike called. Ruiz coming right after these hitters to start the ball game. Started off Luetta with a strike, and now ahead in the count to Salinas, who stands in here trying to get on base here in the bottom of the first for the Lady Raiders of PSJA North. Next one coming. Swing and a ground ball. That's a foul ball on the third base side. Next one coming. Ball outside. One ball and 2 strikes.
Let's go, Raiders!
There's a shot to second off the second baseman, and reaching first base is Salinas for the Lady Raiders. Salinas aboard. So PSJA North trying to duplicate what Harlingen South did in the top of this first inning. Number 2 hitter aboard, and here's Jenna Fabula, who will stand in and hit here. Number 3 hitter in the lineup. Hitting from the right side, the first baseman today stands in. Runner down at first, and the pitch on the way. Runner took a big break off of first, scampers back as ball 1 misses to start the hitting of Fabula. Fabula waits for the next one. Here it is, the 1-0. Bunts it, a good one. Catcher will get to it. Throw to first. Out there. Runner down to second base. The sacrifice is good. Fabula nearly beat that out for an infield hit. That's how good that bunt was. 2-3 on the sacrifice. Runner in scoring position for Heaven Lozano, the pitcher, who steps up. Lozano hitting from the right-hand side. Could help her own cause. Ruiz ready to work. That wind is now blowing directly in from left field. Pitch coming. Way high, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes to Lozano. Andrea Salazar on deck for the Lady Raiders. In this bottom of the first inning. Next one on the way. low. 2-0 to Lozano. Runner down at second base is Alexis Salinas. At the very least, the Lady Raiders would like to get one across here this inning. Ball 3 misses. And a 3-0 count now to Lozano. The base open here and 2 outs. See if they deliver one in. Lozano taking, and it's a strike called. Ruiz found the strike zone with that one. Count now 3-1 on Lozano. And the next one headed home. Lozano takes it low. That's a walk. 2 aboard now for PSJA North. As Lozano walks, joins Salinas on the base paths for the Lady Raiders. That steps in Andrea Salazar. Salazar will hit from the right-hand side. Stands in with 2 on, 2 outs in the bottom of the first inning. First one to her. Strike called. 0-1 to Salazar. G. Mendoza on deck if the Lady Raiders can keep the inning going. Looking ahead to the Harlingen South second. It's a 7, 8, and 9 hitter scheduled to hit. Salazar at the plate. The 0-1. High for a ball. Evens the count at 1-1. Good crowd behind the home plate area. That's full. Off to the right side, the stands are probably about 80% full of Harlingen South. Then further down that right field line, more fans filing in. There's a swing and a miss. Ruiz gets one past Salazar. And the count goes to 1-2. Just got confirmation. Bert Ruiz and John Cannon are good to go at Ed Calchelsa for that Lyford game. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a shot. That's caught at second base for the out. Reaching up and reeling that one in. Rivera saves a run. And the inning comes to an end for the Lady Raiders. No runs, no hits, a walk, and 2 left. We head to the second inning. Harlingen South on top in this one by the score of 2-0. This is Rio Sports Live.
Our professional advisors at Employee Retirement Service have been providing financial and retirement planning for many years for employees of different employment.
If you've spent your career in education and are ready for the next chapter, let the professionals at Employment Retirement Services help. You've worked hard, and now it's time to relax and enjoy with peace of mind and security.
Help fulfill your retirement needs. Come experience the difference with us.
And let's plan your retirement together.
Call us at 956-440-8774 to schedule your appointment today.
San Benito's Hog Wild Country Concert and Cook-Off. May 18, 2019, featuring David Liga de los Musicales, the Powell Brothers, Lauren Corzine, Drew and the Dance Hall Dreamers, Bo Garza. It's the best country and Tejano music in South Texas at the San Benito Fairgrounds, 551 Cesar Gonzalez Parkway. Ice cold beverages, Texas Zoo, food and craft and vendors, photo booth, animal farm by CDNJ Mini Ranch, $5 general admission, children ages 10 and under free. Details at sanbenitoevents.com.
Let's head back here to Rio Sports Live as we start the second inning. This round 3 game between the Lady Hawks of Harlingen South and the Lady Raiders of PSJA North. Second inning arrives. Christina Ariano steps in, first hitter, followed by Alyssa Ledesma and then Kelsey Rivera. Then back to the top of the order for Harlingen South should anyone reach base. Back pitching, Evan Lozano works her second inning, and the first pitch to Ariano's on the way. High for a ball. Lady Hawks scored 2 runs in the first inning with the benefit of 1 hit. Were assisted by a couple of throwing errors that opened up things for the runs to come across. Ariano leading it off here in the second. 1-0 pitch. Low for ball 2. 2-0 to Ariano. Strike called and takes the count to 2-1. Two balls and a strike on Ariano. Next one coming. Swing and a ground ball to third. That's a fair ball. Throw across, right on time. Andrea Salazar down there patrolling third base. Guns down Ariano. First out of the inning. Brings in Alyssa Ledesma. Appreciate all the fans tuning into our game. Here's the pitch coming. Just outside for a ball, 1-0. We're stationed tonight down the third baseline in the outfield area. Some stands down here. We were able to set our equipment up. Swinging a foul ball, evens the count of 1-1. There's some scaffolding behind us. My wife was even offering to get on that. Had she been up there, we would have had some kind of view. But as that wind blows, we would have had some kind of adventure had she been up on that scaffolding. So glad to be where we are, as long as it doesn't rain. 1-1 the count. Next pitch on the way. Just misses for ball 2. 2-1 on Alyssa Ledesma. Kelsey Rivera on deck. Ledesma waits, here it is. Swinging a shot, caught at third base for the out. Another play made by Salazar. 2 down here in the inning. Brings in Kelsey Rivera. Rivera, number 9 hitter in the lineup for the Lady Hawks. 2 down, nobody on base. First pitch coming. Little high ball 1. Catcher G. Mendoza doing her best to frame that pitch just a little bit. Didn't get the call. Rivera, the number 9 hitter in the lineup, fouls this one over to the Lady Raiders side by the dugout. Count evens at 1-1. Lady Raiders of PSJA North will have the 6, 7, and 8 hitters due up in their half of the second. Trailing by 2. Rivera at the plate for the Lady Hawks. Takes that low. Count goes to 2-1. No walks in the game issued by Lozano. She has struck out 1 in the game. She rung up the leadoff hitter, Natasha Canales. Here's the next one coming here. Swinging a foul ball, grounded down to third base side. Evens a count of 2-2. Makes Kendra Garcia have to work a little harder from left field to track that one down. Gets it back in, and Lozano is now ready to go with the next one. Rivera at the plate, the 2-2 pitch. Swinging a ground ball to third. 3 plays in the inning, and all 3 of them outs recorded. Nice job at first by Jenna Fabula to stretch and hang on and keep her foot on the bag. In the inning for the Lady Hawks, no runs, no hits, no walks, no errors, and nobody left on. We've played an inning and a half, heading to the bottom of the second. And in this one, Harlingen South leads it 2-0. This is Real Sports Live.
If you just graduated high school, are looking to change careers, or to upgrade your job skills, Texas Southmost College is the place to start. With over 50 certificates and associate degrees to choose from, TSC has the career for you. At TSC, you get a quality education that's close to home. Earn a certificate or an associate degree and get the education you need for today and tomorrow's job market.
Wouldn't you like to be in demand?
Register now at Texas Southmost College in Brownsville.
We are back here on Rio Sports, coming to you on Rio Sports Live at PSJA in Far, Texas tonight. Home of the Lady Raiders are hitting here in the bottom of the second inning, trailing 2-0 after 2 runs were scored in the first inning by Harlingen South. G. Mendoza will lead it off. Kendra Garcia, Angel Lozano. Anybody gets on, Mary Casillas will hit. Raiders had a couple of base runners in the first inning, couldn't get a run across. Mendoza steps in, the catcher, hitting from the left side. First pitch is low for ball 1. Kylie Ruiz back pitching. For the Lady Hawks, next pitch coming. Strike called, evens the count of 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Mendoza hitting for a first time on the day. Played deep in right field, center field in a step. Off speed pitch, misses for ball 2. And a 2-1 count. 6:30, this game's a half hour long, and we are racing the weather, trying to get this one in. Here's the next pitch coming. Ball low. My wife said, don't jinx it. I'm just wishing it. There's no jinxing here. I'm just talking facts. We got to get this game in quickly. Pitcher's got to dominate. 3-1 the count. Next pitch coming from Ruiz. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Full count now on Mendoza. Ruiz in the first inning walked 1. Had another batter reach on an error. But got the critical out with 2 down when she got Salazar on a line drive out. Swinging a foul ball. Keeps the count full on Mendoza leading off the second inning for the Lady Raiders. This may be the first game I've attended where a full cheering section is here with actual design cheers. 3-2 the count on Mendoza. Ruiz taking her time working this inning. He is now ready. Steps on and brings the 3-2 home. Swinging a foul ball over by the dugout, and that's out of play. Count stays at 3-2 on Mendoza. These teams have contacted Ed Couch, Elsa. Should rain play a factor in tomorrow's action, they'll be sliding over to Ed Couch, Elsa. Matter of fact, enough teams contacted Ed Couch that if everything were rained out tonight, they would have games beginning at 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. Baseball and softball at Ed Couch. There's a swing and a miss. First out of the inning, first strikeout of the ball game for Ruiz as she rings up Mendoza. That brings in Kendra Garcia. Garcia steps up. And she waits. Here it is. Ball outside. See where Ronnie Silva Martinez gave us a shout out. Rain, rain, stay away. Don't jinx it, my wife would say, but thanks for the well wishes. Talking with her earlier today as I was wrapping up my conversations with Mr. Brian Hale in the weather department. Ball outside. I used to do that a lot when I was going on my live shots in Channel 4. I'd check in with Brian. Am I going to get wet or not? Well, that's how I started today's conversation. He's like, hey, I kind of missed that. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Strike called, 2-1. Appreciate Brian taking the time because when I called him, he was watching weather, getting ready for his weather forecast. The 2-1 pitch headed home. Swing and a foul ball, evens it kind of 2-2. And I can say this with utmost confidence that that's where you can go on a regular basis to check for your weather. I relied on Mr. Hale for the 6 years I was at Channel 4. I was never let down. Didn't like sometimes what he was telling me as far as what the forecast was and how late I was going to have to be at some games. But pretty accurate. Here's a ground ball right back to the pitcher's mound. And an easy out recorded as Ruiz fields a position. 1-3 on the put out as Garcia's down. 3 in a row now retired by Ruiz, and Angel Lozano will step to the plate. Ruiz working here in the second inning. Got the first 2 out. Next one coming to Lozano, the first one to her. Misses low for ball 1. Lady Hawks of Harlingen South in this third inning will have the top of the order up. This is number 8 hitter in the lineup for the Lady Raiders. 1-0 pitch. Strike called. 1-1 the count on Angel Lozano. Mary Casillas on deck. If Lozano can get on board. Ruiz is ready. Delivers. Swing and a shot up the middle. That's a base hit for Lozano. Angel Lozano, a clean single. 2-out hit for the Lady Raiders, their first hit of the ball game. And that'll bring in Mary Casillas. Casillas will step in. Hitting 9th today, playing as the DP in place of Giselle Gutierrez, who plays right field tonight to start this game for the Lady Raiders. Casillas is ready. Here it comes from Ruiz. Strike called. 0-1. Game 1 here today. Game 2 in Harlingen tomorrow. Game 3 if necessary, 30 minutes after the conclusion of Game 2. Scheduled in Harlingen. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Up high for a ball, evens the count of 1-1. Tomorrow's where it gets exciting, trying to figure out where we're going. Santa Gertrudis Lyford series switches to Freer for their games 2 and 3. Runner goes, high throw, down to second base, not in time. Stolen base for Lozano. And now for a second inning in a row, the Lady Raiders of PSJA North have a runner in scoring position with 2 outs. Casillas had taken a strike. So the count is 0-1. Pitch coming. Ground ball into hole, right field. Maybe a play at the plate. Now it's bobbled, and a run will score. 2-1 as Casillas delivers. RBI for Casillas. And the inning will continue as now the top of the order will hit for the Lady Raiders of PSJA North. Caitlin Luetta will get the hit for a second time in as many innings. Luetta grounded out to third base her first time up. She's 0 for 1 on the day. Batting here with 2 outs, runner at first base. First pitch coming. Way high, ball 1. So a 2-out hit for the Lady Raiders has cut this lead in half. Next pitch coming to Luetta. Swing and a foul ball. Evens the count of 1-1. Curious to see how far I'll go tonight with my voice. Been feeling under the weather the last 3 days. And it all started with a meeting at Shane Strubart's office. He, I, and Brianna Vella were all talking. They asked me, how do you do it? How do you keep your voice? I was like, well, for many, many years, I haven't had to worry about my voice. It always finds a way to get games in the books. And that night, sore throat, started feeling down. Held off on doing some 7-on-7 action. Yesterday was told that the weather in Laredo wasn't going to let that Harlingen game get in. They tried to get it in, but it didn't happen. So made a smart choice in not heading that direction. Doing okay at the start of this one. And a 1-2 count on Luetta. Here it is. Just missed outside. Ruiz went off speed on that pitch. Count now 2-2 on Luetta. Alexis Salinas on deck. Lady Raiders here in the second. Pitch coming. Ground ball. That's a foul ball. My wife Dahlia on the camera. Doing a good job so far. She's trying. She just said she's sorry. So here's the 2-2 pitch on the way. Swinging another ground ball foul. I'll say this for her. The camera operators that we do have, such as Bert Ruiz, who gets great compliments, was trained by her. So teaching skills are right on the money. She can tell you how to do it. Next one coming, swinging a fly ball into short center field, and nice play made right there to end the inning. Muniz covering the ground. Inning comes to an end for the Lady Raiders. They score 1. They do so on 2 hits. Strand 1, they've left 3 in the game. We head to the third. 2 innings in the books without any rate. 2-1 your score. Harlingen South with the lead. We'll be back with more after this on RioSportsLive.com.
Start the new year off right. Alpha Men's Primary Care wants to remind all men it's time for your annual physical. Call to schedule an appointment. It's about the body, mind, and emotion. Stop feeling sluggish, having no energy, or being stressed. Alpha Men's Healthcare believes in a holistic approach to your overall health. Even if you have low testosterone, diabetes, high blood pressure, or gained weight, let Alpha Men's Primary Care help you increase your energy, stamina, endurance, and quality of life. Start feeling young again. Alpha Men's Primary Care is changing the way men's healthcare is done.
Don't pass up the savings at Me Casa Furniture. Score big at Me Casa Furniture.
7533 Boca Chica Boulevard, Brownsville.
Fishing fans, here's your chance to catch some fish and help out athletes at the same time. Mark the calendar now and plan on attending October 20th as the 3-up, 3-down San Perlita Booster Club.
Back here on Reno Sports Live as we head to the third inning of play. For the Lady Hawks, it's the top of the order. Natasha Canales will lead off, followed by Kayla Rogers and Crystal Gonzalez. They lead 2-1. First pitch coming, third inning. Strike called. After the run scored in that first inning, Lozano settled down, has retired 5 in a row as she works on Canales here. Next pitch coming. Strike 2 called. Canales now behind in the count 0-2. She was a strikeout victim her first time up. Hitting here for a second time. Next one coming. Ball outside. Takes the count to 1-2. Canales, Rogers, Gonzalez. Anybody gets on, Muniz. Canales waits. Here's the 1-2. Swinging a ground ball to short. Better hurry. Throw across low and safe at first base. One hop down there at first. Fabula did a good job just getting to it. Canales showing the speed, gets down the line, beats the throw. Leadoff hitter aboard for the Lady Hawks. Brings in Kayla Rogers. Canales now 1 for 2 on the day with that hit. Each team now has 2 hits in the game. Rogers stands in from the left-hand side, shows a bunt. Pulls it back, takes one high for ball 1. This lineup is potent up and down for the Lady Hawks, has been all season long. But it's extra tough when runners are on base and this 2, 3, 4, 5 hitters are up at the plate. Rogers already with a hit today. Bunts this one down the third baseline. They'll go to first. No throw. Throw down to second, nothing there, and 2 aboard for Harlingen South. They were charging in at first base. No one covered the bag. And fortunately for the Lady Raiders, Andrea Salazar, who came up ready to throw, held up on that throw. Two aboard for the Lady Hawks. Standing in, Crystal Gonzalez. First pitch, showed a bunt, took a strike. 1-1 the count on Gonzalez. The first 2 have reached here for Harlingen South in the third. Gonzalez reached on an error and scored a run in the first. Bats here in the third. 1-1 pitch. At hitter. Couple of hits and now a hit batsman. And the bases are loaded for the Lady Hawks of Harlingen South. And up steps your cleanup hitter, Katana Muniz. And a golden chance here for the Lady Hawks. We'll take a quick break.
Looks to be the biggest and best yet. Located at Laguna Madre Bates in Port Mansfield, Texas, this tournament is set to provide 100% of the proceeds directly to the athletic programs. Artificial lures only with a blackjack format, no fish over 21 inches, $150 per team or boat, maximum 4 people, and the grand champion is a team closest to 63 inches with 1 red trout and 1 flounder. Food raffles, baked goods, a silent auction, and terrific prizes from some great sponsors. Registration is October 19th. The tournament is October 20th. See you there at the 3-Up, 3-Down Fishing Tournament in Port Mansfield, where catching fish is helping athletes in a big, big way.
Back here on Rio Sports, bases loaded for Katana Muniz. Muniz steps in. First pitch coming. Up high for ball 1. Somebody felt a raindrop. We don't want to talk about raindrops in any way, shape, or form. We're trying to keep the rain away from this area. Muniz waits. Next pitch coming. Ball high. 2 balls, no strikes on Muniz. Nowhere to put her with the bases loaded. She's a dangerous hitter anyway, and now ahead in the count. She can dig in and look for something to drive from Heaven Lozano. She's ready. Here it is, the 2-0. That's high, ball 3. And if she was a dangerous hitter at 2-0, watch out here with a 3-0 count. Muniz is ready. Lozano will have to deliver a strike. Does, right down the middle, taking all the way Muniz. Takes the count to 3-1. Three balls and a strike on Muniz. Here's the 3-1 pitch. Strike 2 called. Three balls and 2 strikes to count. Next pitch coming. Swing and a shot. Up the middle. It's a base hit. 1 run scores. They're going to try to score a second. Here's a play. No, she goes back to third. 3-1 Harlingen South. Muniz drives in a run. And the inning continues as Ileana Saucedo steps in. Saucedo steps up. Base is still loaded, still nobody out. Next one coming. Strike called. Saucedo fouled out to left fielder first time up. Batting here in the third. Next one coming. Swinging a ground ball. The short play at the plate. Out there over to third. Wild throw. Down the line. Runs will score. Second one coming in. 5-1 Harlingen South. They got the initial force, but then another throwing error puts a couple of runs across. Saucedo steps in. Strike called. One down here in the inning. Next one coming. Swinging a pop-up, short left field, maybe trouble. Fair ball past the diving shortstop. They throw to third and out at third, safe at second. Now they call her safe at third. Lady Raider fans not agreeing with that one. Now there will be a discussion down at the home plate area. Now we'll see if I caught that on our replay. There was no call there made. That was the problem. We'll show it to you again. Watch this as the shortstop. Diving, here's the throw, and then there's the tag applied. But there's no call by any umpire. That's what really got everyone decoyed. One more time. We'll show it to you and show you the tag. Throw there, tag. Close. Now they're going to go out and talk to the other umpire. And we'll see what he calls. He was behind the play. He gave no indication either. Neither of the umpires out there gave an indication. That's what's got everyone confused here. My wife's weather 101. She's letting me know it's trying to rain. Two aboard here and a lot of discussion after that play. I do feel a lot of moisture coming this way right now. If it turns into rain, we'll check it down. In a 5-1 game. First thing we'll shut down is the camera. We'll get that into the car. Second thing, I'll shut down the audio and the computer. We'll be good to go. A 5-1 game. Runners will be on at second and third. It was a hit for Saucedo, no doubt about that. And now Christina Ariano steps in. That wind's picking up. That means that front's starting to get here. Ariano is ready. Pitch coming from Lozano, swinging a foul ball, strike one. If he picks up any more than this, my friends, I will have to shut this down. I'm telling you right now, I'm going to protect the equipment over trying to get a couple more innings in, especially with what we've got coming over the next few days to try to get broadcast in. Out here where we're set up, there's just nowhere to protect the equipment. We took a chance that the weather was going to hold off. I can hear that wind now blowing across my headset. 0-1 pitch. A little high for a ball. 1-1 the count on Ariano. Ariano waits. Swinging a shot. That's the second play at the plate and safe at home plate. Throw appeared to beat the runner, but she got in safely. 6-1 ball game. My friends, it's starting to rain. I'm going to have to shut it down. I apologize, fans. I apologize. We got to protect our equipment. Talk to you tomorrow from Rio Sports Live. 6-1 game. Good night.